a bunch of horse
Welcome into the DNVR Avalanche podcast presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, the number one rated sportsbook app out there. I'm your host, Rudo, joined by AJ Hafley. Both of us just getting to the bar from the game down at Ball Arena. It was a game of hockey that existed, but it was still preseason hockey at the end of the day. So
the best part of this is that we have like bobbleheads set up. You can only see the top of one of them.
Yeah, that didn't work out super great for us, did it?
I only just noticed this. Otherwise, I would have told you 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I totally forgot about a lower third. Didn't even think about it.
It's preseason.
True.
It's all good, dog.
We'll get into everything about the game. First of all, the Avs ended up winning 4-2. On what were mostly NHL rosters?
Yeah, those were pretty NHL-heavy rosters, yeah.
So
dude, Tyler Seguin looks good. He looks fresh.
Man.
He looks
healthy for the first time in a while.
Definitely.
But the Avs were the better team for the majority of tonight, I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, and, you know, for the Avs to lay that kind of performance without Cale Makar and Devon Taves, like, this is most of the Avs NHL lineup, but without their top defensive pairing. The forward core is pretty much the forward core that they're going to use. Maybe one difference here or there with a Maltsev, maybe.
I think we'll have some conversations about where to slot in after tonight. But
definitely. But the forward core is mostly the forward core, and it looked pretty good. I mean, that anybody that was out there worrying a whole lot about Darren Helm, it's too bad they couldn't see this game because he looked just fine.
He was zipping and zooming.
Yeah, he was. Sure. It was Helm and LOC.
Yeah.
Like we've been talking about all preseason, how they make sense and they're going to work, and they started out the game absolutely on fire.
Yep. I mean, and for most of the night, it was JT Compher centering those two, I guess. I thought it looked good, to be honest. I would have no qualms with JTC as 4C to start the season.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I mean, I think it limits him a little more than you would really want to. But I also think if you're playing that youth on the third line,
we'll get to that.
They're going to switch. That Helm Compher LLC is going to be your third line.
Mm-hmm.
That other one will become your fourth line in no time. So, yeah, no, it was good for some of the veteran guys to get out there and actually look like they were going 100%. I know that there was some local radio people were jamming up MacKinnon after his one game that he played.
Whatever.
Because he didn't go 100%. So hopefully they were in the house tonight to see what actually, like,
MacKinnon turned it up tonight a little
he
bit.
Didn't need to go 100% 4 days ago.
Yeah.
He went hard in this game, and you could tell.
Yeah.
7 shots on goal, looked like. I mean, that line just looked like they were back to work.
They were a machine tonight. It was not comparable. There was no one on Dallas that could hang with them.
And it's like, okay, well, can they get some help from the other lines and blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, I get it, but you have the most dominant line in hockey. And we already have one comment talking about breaking it up so that they could spread the points. Don't! You have an elite line.
They scored 3 goals tonight. One of them, Berkey was out there with them, but
yeah.
And they could have scored 6 if Landy had a stick that functioned.
Yeah, it was just not even. The first line was just totally on a different plane of existence.
Yep.
It's wild to watch that when they're on like that, and it's a preseason game. Dallas probably, Tyler Seguin's probably not going super
about 85,
hard.
yeah.
So, you keep that in mind. The defense from the Stars was most of their defense, but not all of it. And it's, it was fine. But, the Avs, their top line looked ready to go.
Yes.
And then
they're fired.
I really Mikko is our king of the game for tonight.
Yep.
And he's the shit.
Well, yeah. It
looks great.
He was absolutely the moose tonight.
Yeah.
It was silliness. The dude just was I brought out my pitching wedge today.
He's been trying that little chip from the side for a year.
Yeah.
He did it in one of their training camp scrimmages last year before the start of the season. Yep. And then it was like he was obsessed with it all year, and he couldn't score on it. He got close a couple of times. He finally did it, and then he was like, all right, I got to do it again.
Yep.
He tried it in the third period, and it was just like, bro, it was cool. It was dope that it worked, but come on, man.
He settled for a collect the puck, turn out of the corner, move to his backhand, flip a puck through someone's legs, and give MacKinnon the easiest goal ever.
Right,
but
like he embarrassed some fools instead, where it was like, yeah, all right, that's how it's going to be. So, that dude is, Mikko
He's
looks.
a monster. He's a
like,
monster.
Nathan MacKinnon has been the star of this, but I think I've been kind of saying it all preseason. That I feel
it's
like
coming for Mikko.
That I feel like we're entering into the era where Mikko becomes his own moose.
Yep.
And is not just like Nathan MacKinnon's sidekick.
MacKinnon isn't riding the moose into battle anymore.
Right. Like, but it's I just think it's Mikko's time.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of his athletic prime, and he's about to go off this year. And because he has looked totally locked in all preseason. Looked great all preseason.
There comes a day where every moose must become a man.
Every moose must become a moose.
But with bigger antlers.
Yeah, like a big moose, I guess.
He's already big. Yeah, let's hit the super chats real quick. Thank you for chatting. Yeah, good to see you, Blake. Appreciate you coming out. It was a dope talk.
All right. Well, saying you're next makes it sound like my life is in danger.
Yeah, I told him to come down to the bar and say hi.
Yeah,
so.
Sounds like it sounds like an Amazon food delivery. You're next.
Delivery for AJ Hafley.
Shout out to Morgan, who always takes screenshots of her getting her groceries delivered, and it says you're next, and she's like, it's threatening me. And it's very funny.
Thank you, Sasha. Yeah, we're ready for the start of the season too, man.
Yeah, we're very over preseason.
Yeah.
I can't believe we have like 3 more days to just sit up.
Do nothing.
I mentioned earlier today that the Avs are bored of preseason because they did not practice Wednesday, they did not have a morning skate today, and they don't practice tomorrow.
I don't know what to do with myself. The last 2 days, I have done a shift by shifts of Simon Nemec and Ivan Hiroshapachov, the top Russian prospect for this draft. And I have them sitting on my hard drive, and I'm like, what do I do with these?
Yeah.
The Avs don't have it.
You send them to PHNX.
Yeah, exactly. I have no use for these personally, but I'm just here watching hockey. Because I just need the NHL season to start.
Nemec is I think he's going to go top 5.
Look, I haven't watched enough of him to really make a decision, but I am skeptical.
He's the Czech kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Slovakian.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're all the same. Sorry.
You were the same country 20 years ago.
I can't keep all of the tinier hockey countries straight anymore. I used to be able to when I was young, but I'm old now.
Well, when you were young, they were one country. So,
well, I was thinking when I was young, like 3 years ago.
Okay. Well, you weren't that young 3 years ago.
All right. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm still not the age you were 3 years ago. That's what I'm saying.
All right. I understand. God damn. Where's Blaze for me to pick on?
You need an out right now.
Yeah, I don't like where this is going. Anyway, I think he's going top 5. I think he's the shit.
I'm not as convinced, but that's a topic for when we cross over with PHNX.
Yeah, so. that's a topic for May.
Yeah.
No, so the first line tonight popped off.
Ballin',
did what you wanted.
Straight balling.
I tell you, I don't know where. I don't know who Sam Girard is gonna play with.
Does it matter, dog?
But he
Does
looks,
it matter, dog?
That is another guy that looks absolutely ready to go.
Yep.
He looks, and he was with everybody tonight.
Yeah.
And they moved him all around just to see how he would do.
And
they had him
balling.
We know that GJ works, and now he was next to Byram.
Yep.
He was next to Johnson, and then he got a little bit next to Murray. And well, first of all,
Here we go.
Felt good about Ryan.
Here we go.
Felt good about Ryan Martin. It was a much better overall game for him tonight. A much better overall game.
I had significant concerns about his puck moving ability in the first couple of preseason games he got into. None of that tonight, man.
Yeah, no real major mistakes. He looked really comfortable.
Yep.
Jack Johnson continues to be bad, man. I
thought he was fine.
There were so many little things that I just didn't like about it.
When you understand what he is and what you're going to get out of him, he was fine.
I understand that he's not good, but I also understand that there's a coaching staff in a front office considering giving him, has an out still. They still have an out.
Who's your out? Are you going to play Justin Barron? You cannot say you're going to play Justin Barron after tonight. And tonight was better than I think some of his previous preseason games. But you can't. The dude is not ready. You cannot tell me that dude is ready.
Fuck it, I'd play him.
Got him in a spot there.
I'd do it, man. You've got 9 games.
I don't know how you can.
I just
don't know how you can.
You know how I can? Because he's already under contract, and because If Devon Taves is going to be out for a week, I'm playing Justin Barron.
If it's 2 games, sure, whatever.
If it's more like 3 weeks,
yeah, you can't.
Then I would agree with you, but you've got to make do somehow. You've got to make do because I'm just not convinced that you should give a contract to Jack Johnson.
This is the situation you're in, though. If it's not Justin Barron,
and it's not Jack Johnson.
This podcast sure isn't going to say put Curtis McDermott in.
I mean, obviously everybody knows how I feel about that. That I would. Well, I'm not going to get dramatic here. I'm just not interested.
Look, that is what it is. We can move on. The more effective part that we can talk about on this show, Jacob McDonald hasn't earned a damn thing this preseason.
Sure, but did he not earn at least a little bit of leash last year?
I don't know. I don't know that he did.
Because it seems to me that I don't want to pick a guy up off waivers.
The waivers is I'm a pass on that.
Yeah, if you're going to pick up a guy off waivers, you might as well just sign Jack Johnson.
Right, you're going to get the same caliber of guy. It's the same thing.
Johnson almost found his way to another point tonight. I was like, oh my God,
I swear to God that puck went in the net.
I mean, I'm in the worst possible position to tell, so I don't know.
I don't think it did ultimately. I only kind of half caught the replay of it that they barely played.
I didn't even see the replay of it.
Yeah, they played the replay 3 minutes later. And
I didn't see it.
But it's
anyway. Point is that I would not. I don't know, man. I'm leaning more towards just play your talent. Does it drastically screw up Justin Barron to get 7 NHL games?
No, he'd be fine, but I don't know that it's the best lineup the Avs could ice. And my bigger concern tonight with Justin Barron wasn't the defense and the physicality, because if you're playing Justin Barron, you have to understand that that's just not really there.
Oh, he pushed a guy tonight.
Yeah, he pushed a dude, and on that same shift, then he went into the corner, and there was a force field around the guy where he only used his stick.
Just let it be.
But if you're playing him, I think you understand that that's just not going to be there right now.
Yeah.
That's fine. What was more concerning...
What you do understand is that he moves pucks.
And that's what I'm saying. Tonight, there was some hesitation in his puck movement that I didn't like. I thought there was a little bit of a half step behind in his game that went, you can't have that. If you're not going to have the defensive game, the physicality on that side of it, you have to be making decisions with the puck. And it felt just a hair slow to me tonight.
Okay. So to address the comment about that we have up on screen about rolling with McDonald, the real problem they have with McDonald is the same problem they have with Justin Barron.
Yeah, the defense is a total question mark.
It's the defense isn't very good, and that they're offensively tilted on a defense where you have Cale Makar and Sam Girard and Ryan Murray and Bowen Byram None of those guys are lockdown defenders.
Yeah, that dude is puck mover number 5.
Is Jack Johnson a lockdown defender? Is Curtis McDermott a lockdown defender? No.
Archetype or effect?
I mean, no. They're in reality,
Sure.
they're not. So I feel like if you're trying to play your best lineup, you're just playing. If you're trying to play your best lineup, you're just playing what you do at that point, the best of your guys. And with Justin Barron, you're just like, look, this is all means to an end.
Can you make a case for Justin Barron being the most talented defenseman to slot in that 60 spot? Yes. Can you make a case that Justin Barron is not the best for that role? Also, yes.
But again, I mean, what's best for that role? Because the archetype that they want is only bad options between Jack Johnson and Curtis McDermott.
And I'm with you here, right? Like if the Avs are going to get Taze back on October 20th, great. Played Barron for 2 games. It's fine. It doesn't matter. But if you're looking at
10 minutes a night.
Yeah, right. You can really run 5D and he's kind of the 6th wheel.
Exactly.
And that's fine.
You just pick offensive spots for him.
Sure.
I don't know why you can't do that for 2 weeks.
You start getting over 5-6 games and I think it starts wearing a little bit.
Why?
What do you mean why?
I'm asking you why.
You're at the start of an 82-game season, and you're running your defense into the ground by doing that.
But you're not, because in the middle of that 82-game season is a whole month off.
Sure, great.
Plus, this is also the soft part of their schedule. They get 2 days off every week.
The month off is great, but it doesn't change the fact that if you start putting the wear on now more than regular, that's going to catch up to you in January when they're slogging through the season. You have to meter that a little bit, I think. And my bigger concern, which is going to be the same as I imagine any NHL head coach's concern, if you're going to play Justin Barron over a significant stretch of games, what does the consistency look like?
Well, he's a rookie, so you're not going to get it.
So,
but you're also not going to get it with Jack Johnson. He hadn't even been consistent in the preseason.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think you have a consistent floor with Jack Johnson. That floor is bad. Totally. But
what universe am I living in right now? Yeah, here, Cole's idea. Go get McCall Kempney. Better. Much better than any of this.
I don't have a problem with playing Barron for a handful of games, but
I don't have a problem playing Barron for 15 games if we have to at this point.
That's a situation where
I double-checked because I wanted to make sure that we didn't have to worry about a 9-game minimum there. No,
his clock's running.
It doesn't matter. So you aren't worrying about a contract. You've got all the games that you want with Justin Barron to just decide, is this guy going to help you this year or not?
I don't think you can go into it like that. If you're going into it with Justin Barron, you're taking
so good.
I know, whatever that is so tasty.
What just came out of there because I am already hungry and now I am distracted.
With Justin Barron, you take it a game or a couple games at a time.
You would say that.
What is that?
It's as y'all discuss the food, Barron is not someone that you have to commit to as Colorado. And I think this is actually a bonus for him.
Yeah.
Is you can start him in the NHL, and if he plays a couple of games and looks good, keep playing him. If he plays a couple games and looks awful, send him to the Eagles. It's not hard.
We have one super chat.
Hit it.
Yeah, but if you sign Jack Johnson, you're stuck with Jack Johnson.
You can sit Jack Johnson in the practice box all season. It's not that hard.
Then he's the guy that plays at some point. Look, Bo Byram tonight was...
He was balling.
Yeah, Bo Byram tonight was like, this is happening.
All right, look, if I was going to do a Manscaped read, I couldn't do it about Bo Byram because he has nuts of steel. That dude is not afraid to do anything on the ice.
Bro, what are nuts of steel?
Do you not know this
Could you
internet reference?
Could you imagine if your nuts were made of steel?
You don't know the Balls of Steel internet reference?
You talking about Duke Nukem? Come
Yeah,
on. Yeah, I'm aware of that.
But the YTMND
Balls of steel.
All right,
Come on
thank
now.
you.
Yes, but
I was gonna say
I
I'm
understand.
disappointed in you.
I'm thinking practically and not like Duke Nukem.
Yeah, that'd be heavy.
I mean, it would just be uncomfortable. Like, is the rest of your junk like? I don't know. Anyway, we don't have to talk about this.
All I'm saying is hair doesn't grow in steel. All right.
But like, Bo Byram was great tonight,
Yes,
and
he
then
was.
totally natural and not awkward transition whatsoever. Like, Bo Byram was great tonight, and again, it was puck moving. It's the Dallas tried to get on him with their forecheck, and he would just make a move, and then he would disappear.
It wasn't just puck moving. It was moving the puck with his feet.
Yeah,
specifically.
I mean, skating pucks out of danger is what I'm talking about.
We're not talking about passing.
Yeah.
Is what I want to make a point here.
Allie not here, homie.
Yeah, we're wilding tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, y'all here ain't got shit on us.
Yeah, what's Yahir gonna do to wrangle us? He's the new guy here.
I mean, you think I care? I like this.
This is what I'm saying. Yahir's not trying to wrangle us.
I like this. I'm all for this.
Every time before a show, I start getting all wild about something. He's like, "Good, bring that energy."
Allie's trying to calm you down, and Yahir's like, "Yes, we need this."
Yeah. So the thing with Byram though is that
Don't start, Cole. Don't start.
Yes. Can we have Jean-Luc Foudy be the 60? Justin Barron, nothing. You want to watch a breakout master at work? Just let JLF get the puck and go to work. And oh my God, it is art. It is art. So with Byram though, I mean, you're talking about just a totally. He made 2 plays tonight where his NHL teammates just weren't expecting him to do something.
Weren't ready for it. Yeah.
And it ended up being a turnover because his teammates just were. He saw something and he tried to make that decision so quickly.
If I watch another puck go through Val Nichushkin's legs, I'm gonna scream, man. I'm gonna scream.
I tell you, man, that's just Val Nichushkin tonight. Like, was why you and I are like, because he's had some monster performances in this preseason where he just looked so locked in and good and ready to go.
Yep.
And then tonight was one where it was just like brick.
This is why you don't blame on the second line.
Like, straight up, dude, it was like Giannis taking free throws.
Yep.
Like, it was just not good, dude. It was rough.
So
It was.
Color Dan asked.
We'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah.
We're saving that for a bit later.
We'll get to New Hook.
Don't shut me up right away, please.
Wow.
Okay. All right. I see how it is. My bad.
Now Yahir feels bad about himself.
I always feel bad around you two. You
All right.
guys are such beautiful men.
I'm just
How am I supposed to feel?
one day I'm gonna wear the jorts and Chad will tell us if Yahir's hotter or I'm
I will
hotter.
be sick that day.
And they'll all pick Yahir.
Nothing beat that picture of Evan on the other side of the couch.
Like, very uncomfortable.
I don't want to be near him.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, good job, Dan. This is your fault, not mine, for
Yeah.
sure.
No kidding.
All right. We are brought to you by Breckenridge Brewery, the official beer of DNVR. Got an Avalanche right here. Go drink some. You can get 8 different kinds on tap down here at the DNVR bar. Of course, you can find it at your local liquor store as well. So go check that out. Look, as far as I know, everyone that works for DNVR hates the jorts. I only did that for you, chat. Oh, all right. Y'all hear my man. Let's go.
See, he is the Jacob McDonald of DNVR.
Oh, by the way,
And I take that as a compliment.
we'll do this.
Chaos-wielding sorcerer.
Chat, we'll do this for opening night. We have agreed on opening night if we get at least 10 super chats. You know what? I'll include the watch along too. If we get at least 10 super chats, I'll wear a V-neck from our DNVR Die Hard collection.
The ladies' cut.
Yeah, the lady cut. So come prepared on opening night, chat. That's all I'm saying.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
That was a fun
Should be a.
conversation.
So if you want to see the deep V on a Rudo body, that's all I'm saying. Come ready with the soups.
Please send soups, but Don't punish me like that.
I don't think the deep V will be near as bad as the jorts.
I don't think so either.
But
Not at all.
also check out DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 rated sportsbook app out there. If you sign up for a new account with code DNVR, yeah, totally. I'll totally have the one arm off the shoulder. Oh yeah, I can totally dig that.
Oh my God, can you get your hair into a side ponytail too?
Dude, I'm more of a pigtail type of guy.
Oh man.
My God, am I white? Okay, yeah, DraftKings Sportsbook. Use code DNVR.
Yeah. Are you kidding?
You have minimum super chat is 99 cents for the record, but at 10 90 cent super chats would do it. So, check out DraftKings. If you get that new account with code DNVR, you get $1 on any week 5 NFL game, and you get $100 in free bets. Broncos are 3-1, so it must be week 5. Yeah, count it up. We're doing math on air again. They have a bunch of other amazing bets as well. If you followed the show for a while, you know I'm looking for the most ridiculous bet ever on DraftKings. So if you find a wild one, check me out. We talked about chess earlier this week. We'll see where else we can go with it. Should be interesting.
Somebody dropped how to pronounce that guy's name in our...
Yeah, that was... Someone put the name, and the name, like, and pronunciation was, it said the first half, and just like... They didn't even say it.
Yep.
So, Blaze, you should be here. Slacker.
True.
Too busy lugging your kids to stuff.
To stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, being a father, who does he think he is?
I know, right? He's got like 500 kids that he's got to lug around. He's got like multiple hockey teams worth of children that he's got to try and train. Gonna be an entire Olympic squad of something someday.
The Hunters.
Yeah. Exactly.
District 12.
Oh God, here we go.
We already know we've got 6 a.m. alarms set for.
Dude, I might not even sleep tonight. I don't have to get up for anything on Sunday.
It's true.
But anyway, check out DraftKings Sportsbook. Bet on whatever you want. Use the DNVR code, please, when you sign up for a new account. You can get a bunch of amazing odds boosts every single day. Must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Other terms, restrictions, and conditions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. DraftKings is an official sports betting partner of the NFL. And, of course, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. On that note, I'm not telling you to be on the lookout as soon as the show ends in the Avalanche Discord section of the DNVR Discord. But I'm telling you,
Be on the lookout.
be on the lookout.
We're dropping the event tonight.
The event is dropping tonight. Without spoiling too much, there are not a lot of tickets available.
For a very good reason.
Yeah. So have the trigger finger ready, all right?
It's the kind of thing that you want to go to.
Go get mom's credit card, prop it up in front of the monitor. That's all I'm saying.
That's old school.
All right. Second period of the DNVR Avalanche podcast, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 rated sportsbook app out there. Rudo and AJ coming at you. All right, let's get into...
Let's talk about the kid line.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the kid line.
They were bad tonight.
So, Sampo Ranta had 4 penalties.
4!
To the point where when the 4th one got called, I was sitting in the press box, back in my old spot next to all the scouts. So good to be home. And not sitting with all the media people that don't talk to me because I'm awkward socially and don't say hi to them either. For no reason.
It's just we're awkward people.
I'm just awkward.
We're more comfortable talking to a camera to hundreds of you than one person, one-on-one.
It's true. And even just saying hi as I walk by feels so awkward to me that I just don't do it. I'm just like, I don't exist. Please don't talk to me. Please don't acknowledge. So, talking to the scouts, and they got the biggest guffaw when they realized Ranta got the 4th penalty.
The 4th one?
It was like a collective, old white guy chuckle.
All right.
Exactly. I mean, that was actually pretty close.
You know that picture
That was
of
pretty close.
the old guys in suits meme, and it's like, and then I said,
Yes.
Ranta got another penalty.
Yes, that's exactly what it felt like. It was, yeah.
So I will say I didn't really have a problem with the first boarding penalty.
Yep.
And I think it could almost be viewed as a positive where they say, look, the guy is getting his physicality going in the game. His body's involved, which is something he's going to have to do if he makes the lineup. But he took his second penalty was a terrible holding penalty, should never have been taken.
Just twist. I mean, he's chasing a guy down on the forecheck.
And just grabs him and twists him. Yeah.
Wraps his arm around him, twists him, and then steals the puck.
Yeah.
And it was like, you might have been able to get away with it on a random dude, but on the puck carrier,
not going to happen, bud.
It's just going to be tough to. Like Tim Peel retired. You can't get away with that anymore.
The third one was another boarding penalty, which is pretty soft.
So here's how I described it in the Discord, because people were like, Jesse tweeted me and was like, it was so soft, but
the numbers are there.
He hits a guy with his back turned in the numbers the entire way.
Yeah.
He didn't turn at the very end. He didn't. Some of it was one of those ones where the contact wasn't very much, and it looked worse than it was on live. And then you watch the replay, and you're like, boy, he didn't really get a hold of him there.
Yeah.
Heiskanen kind of loses an edge and goes into the boards, and
Yep.
It was not a scary boarding penalty. It was not one where anybody was in any real danger. But you also just can't hit guys in the numbers.
Correct. It's just simple as that. Then he takes the fourth one, the tripping penalty. Whatever.
He tripped him.
Yep. That one it's a penalty every time.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
three of those penalties are, in my opinion, they were no-brainers. Anybody trying to argue that they were soft or anybody trying to argue otherwise is just straight up lying. Like it's trying to make something that's not there. The second boarding penalty, the third penalty, it was definitely arguable.
Yep. But
like when you have that's just 3 penalties instead of 4, and then you don't do anything the rest of the night.
Well, look, the penalties are this weird anomaly that it probably doesn't look great on Ranta, but the far, far, far bigger concern is the line of Newhook, Ranta, and Jost looked awful together.
They were like Newhook's best moments were
individual,
like chipping a puck at center ice, like winning a battle along the wall and chipping the puck up center ice and dumping it in deep for a change.
Yep.
And then winning a puck along the boards, like deep in the offensive zone, and a decent read on the PK that one time, where he was on the PK with MacKinnon.
Yep. There were some weird combos out there.
Yeah, that was about it though. Like that was that's the stuff we're talking about with Mikhail Maltsev, not Newhook.
Yeah.
And then offensively with Ranta, nothing. There wasn't anything that I saw that I liked. He got power play time and Newhook didn't. He didn't do anything with it.
Yeah. It wasn't enough.
And then like Jost, we've talked about this forever, that even with any expectation with Tyson Jost, you're not expecting him to carry 2 kids.
He's not going to drive the offense by himself.
Right. Like he's never been that play driving monster, right? He is a shot suppressor defensively. Some of that showed up, but it was just like he's not going to carry the load offensively.
Yep.
That's the appeal of these 2 youngsters, these 2 youths.
That's what they're supposed to be doing while Jost rounds them out and takes care of the defensive details, right?
Straight up. If the Zoomers can't zoom, then what are they doing out there?
Let's go. All for that line name. But I think this game has brought up some legitimate questions for how you organize the Avs bottom 6. I think Newhook will be in the lineup one way or another regardless. I wouldn't go that far. Did Ranta play himself out of the lineup here? I don't know. The Ranta situation...
I think he played himself out of opening night.
Maybe. But the Ranta-Maltsev situation is really weird right now.
Look, I would play Maltsev. I would play Maltsev as your 4C. I hate to put them together because we know that over the long term this is not going to work.
So I would
put Comfer on the right wing with Jost on the left and Newhook in the middle.
And that's what I'm getting at, because you saw The Avs clearly targeted Comfer as the 4C tonight.
Well, but they also moved.
They gave Joe some shifts down there too.
Well, they moved Comfer around all preseason, and
Yeah.
we didn't talk about him much, but I thought Comfer was good during the preseason. Man, he looked a lot better than he did
Agreed.
at pretty much any point all last year.
Even tonight, I thought he looked very.
He was
good.
engaged,
Yeah.
man. Like when JT Comfer's engaged, he's always been a decent player. And last year, he just looked so controller disconnected every single night. Now, I've also been like, preseason doesn't matter. But if you're looking at JT Comfer's preseason performance, you have to at least feel a little bit better, right? That he might be on the way to a.
I've been searching all preseason for a way to quantify this statement, qualify it. Preseason doesn't matter for veterans. Preseason doesn't matter for dudes that it doesn't matter for. Preseason matters for dudes that have something to prove.
Yeah, and a guy like Comfer who's like, I think it matters for a guy like Comfer and a guy like Murray.
Yep.
Like guys who have something on the line this year, they be it contract year or trying to bounce back from a bad season.
Whatever
like,
it is, yeah.
Guys who need to build confidence right away.
Yep.
The preseason can help with that. Or it can bury a guy.
Definitely.
I mean, we've talked about, for a guy that scores goals, getting that first goal of the year just builds the confidence, gets him out of the gate the right way.
Yep.
You want to see all of those guys get goals because you never know when you go into that glacial Tyson
You don't
Jost,
score a goal tonight. You don't
2
score a
points
goal the next night. All of a sudden, you've gone 10 games without scoring a goal.
Right, and you try and stay positive after a couple of games because hey, maybe this is coming. But if it doesn't,
then
you start
it
gripping the
starts
stick
building
and
up
when
real
is
quick.
is this going to happen?
Right.
Is this what do I have to do? And,
Right.
all the different things that you start to worry about.
All these dudes are human, right? They get frustrated with it all the same.
We've seen in this preseason, Comfer has a goal. Comfer has multiple goals.
2 with the empty netter tonight.
Burakovsky has scored. Rantanen has scored. MacKinnon has scored. Landeskog looks totally fine. Like if nothing with Kadri though.
Yeah, look, the nuke on the third line conversation is one we're going to have 5-10 games into the season, but it's pretty clear they're going to start him on the second line.
Yeah.
So
that's just where it is.
Yep.
In time, things will change.
Yep.
But for right now, nuke is there.
Yep. And look, this is, if you watched our season preview series, you will know this. Long term, we kind of see Newhook maybe moving up to that second line.
Yeah.
Certainly see Nichushkin dropping off it. I don't want to get too much into it.
At
If you want
some
that, go
point-
watch our preview series. But
At some point, so the big thing with Newhook is that he's not driving play.
Yep.
But if he's next to Kadri and Burakovsky, he doesn't have to. He can get comfortable just playing off of those two guys.
Yep.
As a playmaking guy that helps try and feed 2 natural-born shooters. So do that. I just want to. Yeah, Kadri scored that goal that I'm still convinced was a deflection by Landeskog, who took the handshake, by the way.
It's not like anyone cares about the box score for a preseason game.
But not. It would not be like a Kadri-esque goal to shoot from that MacKinnon spot way out, and
Yeah.
So anyway, I want to see. I think we're headed towards Newhook playing off those guys.
I think
because
so,
I think really most of the top 6 looks good and ready to go, man.
Yeah,
I'm like I have no
outside of that
complaints.
one Nichushkin spot.
Yeah, where and like Nichushkin on his best nights, Nichushkin's going to look
fine
totally
there. Yeah,
fine.
Yeah, but it takes
on
his best night.
most of the nights,
yeah.
he's going to look miscast there. Whereas I think with Newhook we could see just a little more offensive ceiling with that line. And then you are using your bottom 6 in more traditional, hey, we want to mix and match defensively stopper kind of mentality. We want to stop these guys from trying stuff.
And look,
Great seats.
all of these things are going to be somewhat fluid.
Yeah.
But and
it's the wrinkle of not having your head coach is kind of an odd wrinkle. to go through your preseason roster battle.
It's definitely for the last 2 games of the preseason where you're making final decisions and stuff.
It's a weird reality to be sitting in.
But I think the good news there, when you're looking at potentially down the line swapping someone into that second line spot, Burakovsky has looked beastly in this preseason.
He looks ready to go.
Yeah. That dude is, it's preseason, so obviously take it with a grain of salt, but that dude is on his game. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
So,
I liked the little wrinkle that they tried tonight with Kadri taking the PK face-off.
Yeah.
And then they clear the puck, and Kadri gets off
just
for
the
Nichushkin.
Immediate dip, yeah.
Yeah, and so because they had Kadri and Jost together, and then Kadri got off the ice after the face-off. And Nichushkin came on, and then they got scored on immediately. And so I was like, didn't work, but it's one of those things that in theory where you're like, I like this.
The concept makes sense. Yeah, 50-22, let's go. Hashtag Berkey All-Star. We're making it happen.
No, 50-21 is Mikko.
In reality, I agree, but I made a tweet tonight referencing I said I was getting vibes from Berkey that were very, very much Danny Heatley All-Star.
Yeah, I tweeted 50-21 like 2 games ago.
Yeah, okay.
About Mikko, just because.
Well, there you go.
And then I also tweeted 30-21 about Berkey. So I think they're both happening, man.
Count it. Team Avalanche All-Stars, top to bottom.
Yeah, God, if Berkey makes the All-Star game.
What a year.
Or is there an All-Star game? Is there like a...
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think there is. I think it's just the Olympic break, right? But
well, whatever. He's making Team Sweden. I thought they were like naming an All-Star.
They might still have like a vote or whatever. Yeah.
Oh no, they totally have one.
Look at that.
Oh right, it's in Vegas.
Naturally.
I forgot all about it, that the league's nonstop pandering to the Golden Knights was continuing this year.
Indeed.
Must be nice. So.
Yeah, yes. 50 from Mikko and 50 from Berkey. 40% of the Avs goals.
We are on Earth.
Come from 2 players, and neither of them are MacKinnon.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm hyped.
Yeah, Kadri at wing has shown to not be good.
Work. It just doesn't work.
Over and over and over and over.
Someone's down in the fights.
Not great.
P.S. Why aren't you out here watching the fights at the DNVR bar, by the way?
There's a bunch of people that are.
I know, but it could be all of you in chat, too. And then you could come say hi to us after this podcast.
True, because I'm about to go get food.
I'm saying.
Yeah, here giving me that look like he's about to fall asleep, and I'm like, brother, I get you. I am also tired. True.
Well, if you need help falling asleep, don't drink Strava Craft coffee, because that's coffee. But it is CBD infused, so you can have it at the start of your day. Not only will it help you with the coffee aspect, it helps with a bunch of different aches and pains. Highly recommend it for stuff like migraines.
Ban Cole.
Ban Cole. Check out Strava Craft Coffee. You can get 25% off right now for your first purchase with code DNVR25 online at StravaCraftCoffee.com. You can also get a cold brew down here at the DNVR bar if you need help staying awake. So you got your bases covered with that.
All these excuses about a lot of miles to get there.
Check out...
it takes too long to get there.
If you're not willing to come here and try stuff like the Wagyu Burger, you can get Hassel Cattle Company delivered to your door. So, no excuse on that one.
Yeah, for real. All these excuses about, you can't. Okay, well, get the same kind of burger that we used at the bar delivered straight to your door, and it's not a problem.
Boom. That easy. You can get 10% off from HassleCattleCompany.com with code DNVR10. Use that one. Maybe you want to get a group order together. You got a bunch of people that you want to order some meat with. You get free shipping on orders over $200. So you can be like us and get the D-Line Co. scooter delivery order of Hassle Cattle Company all hooked up. So do that. Check that one out.
Get your private jet warmed up. Also, why aren't you investing in DNVR if you got a private jet?
Yeah, I'm saying, let's
What's
talk.
going on here?
Let's talk. We need to have a conversation. I'm going to request a lot more than a couple of super chats for a V-neck if you got a private jet.
Dude, I'm saying. You don't need a yacht fund if you already got a yacht.
True.
You just got to let us borrow that thing.
True.
Jeez.
All right. Third period of the DNVR Avalanche podcast, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. What'd you think of JoJo tonight?
I guess it's too late for this, but you know how when we were kids and we were learning decorum,
Yes.
and one of the things that parents, at least my parents, taught me was that if you don't have anything nice to say, you just don't say it.
Yeah.
I mean, I break that rule regularly
Pretty
on this
constantly, I would say, yeah.
pod, especially about Curtis McDermott. I feel real bad about that one. It's very targeted. I don't.
All right.
I thought early on in the game, I was like, this is the best JoJo's ever looked. And then pucks just started careening off of his body.
The way I would put this game for JoJo is anytime he plays a team that shot the way Dallas shot tonight, he can win.
That's fair. Also, I would say, come on, man, you can't out me like that. That's cold-blooded. Do you guys remember Flubber?
Yes.
Every time a puck got shot at Johansson tonight, it looked like the puck morphed into Flubber.
It was pretty
and it
bouncy.
Just gained extra lives and found new ways to ricochet off of him. I was getting impressed at one point.
The puck actually comes off him faster than it went in.
Yeah, where you're just like, can I get an exit velocity with that thing coming off his chest protector? I don't know, man. I'm amazed he was good last year. Because he just looks awful right now, and he looks uncomfortable just with pucks being shot in his general direction.
Yeah.
Remember, did you ever see Moneyball?
Yes.
Where Chris Pratt is in the break room talking to the guy who played, I can't remember the outfielder's name, and he's like, what's your fear in life? And he says, the ball being hit in my general direction. And then he was like, no, but really?
That's JoJo.
That's JoJo with the puck right now.
Yeah.
I'm just very uncomfortable with him stopping pucks. And we talked about this the other day. He probably doesn't have to after tonight. We probably don't see him again for a while.
I think what sums it up for tonight is he had to make multiple saves tonight where the puck hit him, bounced directly up in the air.
Dude.
He had to look up, find it, and then catch it as it falls back down into his glove.
Dude, he did it twice.
Yeah, I know.
David Justice, that was right. I was thinking Jermaine Dye, who I think was also on that
He
team.
was an A's player for a while in that era, for sure.
I knew it wasn't Jermaine Dye. That's why I didn't.
Yeah.
It was David Justice. That's right. All the times I've seen that movie and I can't remember David Justice.
I've not seen it that many times. You watch it like all the time.
Well, I mean, it's such an absurd movie because they don't mention any of the three guys in their rotation who won Cy Youngs in their career. They barely mentioned that Miguel Tejada existed, and he won the MVP that year. And Eric Chavez also had a pretty good career. And the only time that he got noted in that whole movie was when Brad Pitt walked by and said, "You couldn't hit that shit with a boat paddle," and just kept walking by. So it was like one of the only guys that they did mention in that movie, and I can't even think of his damn name. It was a really good book, though.
I've heard the book is really good. Never read it.
It's very good. A lot of Michael Lewis's books are the shit.
Well,
anyway, Buddy Ball's great. Go watch it.
Darby, who was it that had beef with Billy Bean recently? I forget. I don't know.
Art Howe.
No, it was a baseball player, like an active baseball player does, too.
Oh. Because Art Howe had a huge beef with him because of his portrayal in the movie.
I know. But anyway, not the topic of the night. We're kind of wrapping things up here anyway.
We just don't have a good hockey movie. It's been too long.
Yeah, the last good one was Goon, probably.
Yeah. Goon 1.
The first one.
The
Mighty Ducks is ancient.
It
and
was made in like 1992.
Exactly,
Like
that's the last good one.
Goon was
Goon and
more
Miracle. It's like there have been 2 good hockey movies in 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, Goon was okay. I still rather watch the Mighty
All right,
Ducks.
you can leave.
Dude, we're about to have a fight.
I'm down to fight AJ. I am down right now.
You're not down to fight me.
Let's do this.
Rudo, I'm not.
Yeah, here, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm probably the easier knockout of the two of us.
I like a challenge. The Wilder Fury energy just got into me.
Okay. So any final thoughts here, AJ, going into the next time you see us will be Monday, which, P.S., Monday evening, we have a dope show planned for you.
Do we want to talk about it?
I'll leave that in your court.
We are doing our season prediction show on Monday night.
Yep.
And we are bringing in a consultant of the gods.
If there's anyone who can see into the future, it's the person that we are bringing onto the show.
Yep.
So,
Well, guys, I just got fired by Ryan. I think I'm out of here.
look, man, chat don't lie.
Ryan B don't play.
Yeah.
Stream the
Look,
right,
if you
let's do it right here.
give us a super chat in the next 30 seconds of $1,000, I'll fight Yahir on stream.
I will pay for that.
Yeah, we have a podcast after every game.
Yeah, we have live
We've had a
post-game
podcast after every game.
2 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only ones that we've had to skip were this preseason.
Because they didn't exist.
Yeah, they were not consumable in a meaningful way.
So I guess Rudo is fighting Blaze after he kicks my ass.
I'll
What I'm
fight.
guessing.
If you give us a super chat of $1,000 before this show ends, I'll fight whoever you want me to fight, man.
He's gonna need it for his hospital bill.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because Yahir's gonna fuck him up.
I believe it.
I got Yahir easy in that one.
I think I would be a big dog for sure on the betting
Guess what, mi
line.
vato?
Ole, vato.
He's fucking Yahir, man.
All right. Are we good here? You got any final thoughts, AJ?
I mean, Bo Byron was super dope tonight. I'm all about that. I'm all about what this defense is about to become. And we haven't gotten to see its final form because Taves and Makar is the top pairing.
Haven't played yet.
With Gerard, Johnson, Murray, and Byram. Dude, this defense, I think, is going to be a huge goddamn problem for opposing teams. And I am really excited for the early season litmus test, even with Taves out, that they are going to get because they've got like it's like Washington, Florida, Tampa Bay, and Vegas all in a row. So they're going to get Darcy Kemper is going to have a huge early test to see how he's adjusting. The defense is going to have a huge early test. And I'm into all of it, man. I love those. I love that they aren't starting out with a bunch of layups, LA and Anaheim and all that, right? They're out of the gate quickly where if they don't play good hockey, they could be 2-5.
Yep. It could get
so it's going to force them.
Dicey.
It's going to force them to be at their best early, and I love that challenge.
Bet no on that one, but
I'll tell you what, KFC and company can Comcast come to a TV rights deal agreement with anybody?
Right? They just took MSG off of their network, or that was Dish, I guess. But yeah, RSNs are dying, so unfortunately,
independent RSNs for sure.
Right.
Because that's what Comcast is going after.
Yep.
So, Blaze, just. Dude, it's past your bedtime. Don't you have your Metamucil routine to get to?
Okay. We're too inside the baseball at this point, I think. So we're going to get out of here for the night. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Thank you, everyone watching, listening. However you consume the podcast. Also, if you see us at the bar or at the game or whatever, always say hi, at least to me. I won't speak for AJ, but please come
say hi to me, because if you don't, there's a good chance I don't say hi because
exactly.
I'm shy.
We don't go out of our way to say hello to people, so you have to come say hi to us.
Yeah.
And if you do, I will happily chat with you for as long as you want. But you have to say hi. So hope to see y'all very, very soon. Go check out the DNVR lounge. If you're a member,
Yep.
like in the next 30 minutes to an hour, the thing should be dropping.
30 minutes.
Look, I'm giving our team some pace here. I want to.
Dude, we've given them all day.
I know, but go do that. We hope to see you here at the
Yeah,
bar.
Next 5 minutes.
We're watch partying like every single Avs game, so
We
come
are
on
watch
down.
partying a lot of them this year.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of cool stuff at the bar for games this year.
Yeah.
Not just like, hey, come watch the game, but also, hey, come spin the wheel of fortune.
Destiny,
and,
I think, yeah.
the wheel of destiny and get free stuff get free stuff if it happens in a game.
Yep. Free, yeah.
Yeah, free shots.
All the goods. It's gonna be a blast.
Nathan MacKinnon gets a hat trick. Everybody at this bar is getting bombed on our tab.
Let's go! All right, we're out of here though. Thank you again. We will talk to you all Monday.